Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's the 13th of January, 2023. Guess what? A lot has changed since I did my last price prediction in Avalanche. So I'm going to come through today and show you all what I think the market's going to do. But before I do, let me show you what happened in terms of the price action back in October. Yes, that's how long it's been since I did a price prediction in Avalanche. October the 24th, 2022. You guys can see I was predicting that the market's going to go higher. Right there around $18 was the top portion, 13.25%. Although you guys can see that the market in Avalanche topped out around $20.50, which would transition your profit over into 28.25% win. But either way it goes, this is what we do here on this particular channel. We come through and do price predictions to get in position and actually win rather than lose. So let's go ahead and talk about what's been going on into the market in Avalanche since that time in October. You guys can tell that the market in Avalanche has been in a downtrend, right? It's been trending down. And you all can see how price was holding towards this downtrend line, right? Now, since then, the market here in Avalanche has moved from going down to actually starting a trend higher. So that's the first thing that we're going to do here. We're going to address that. We're going to play how strong the market really is in Avalanche. Now, you guys can see where price currently is in relation to this ascending line, which I've created. That tells you that how far away we are broken from the trend. Meaning that we are at least, let's see, from $15.65 to testing this trend line, around 17.5% away. So that's a pretty big move that we could possibly see occurring to the market in Avalanche. But although we would see that move to the downside, it doesn't negate that the price is not still strong. Like if you're trying to find a buying opportunity or a price level to buy this particular cryptocurrency, would you rather buy it now at $15.69? Or would you rather buy it down here at this trend line? Of course, you want to buy it cheaper towards an area to where we can see that price is still trending higher. Okay, so we got that established. Let's go ahead and see if there's any resistance in place for Avalanche right now. So let's go ahead and see. You guys can see us right here is where the market in Avalanche currently is being seen as some selling. Okay, so let's go ahead and identify this. So back here in September, the market here in Avalanche was utilizing $16.50 as support, and now you can see the last 3 days the market in Avalanche has been unable to break price above that area. So that is the first resistance, the first place that we can tell that there's a bigger gap of sellers there than there are people willing to buy this currency. So as long as the market in Avalanche just hovers around this $16.50 area, we'll have a bigger idea as to how strong the buyers really are. Because if the buyers are really strong into the market in Avalanche right around this price level, then we understand that the market is not going to stay below $16.50. It's going to go higher. So that is something that we have to wait on and see. We don't have to be in a rush to actually determine whether or not the market is still a buy. Okay, so let's see this on the 2-day chart. So you guys can see right here on the 2-day time frame that a lot of volume came into the market in Avalanche over the last 2 days. So when you see this much volume, and when you see the market close off of the highs of this 2-day price bar up here, it kind of makes you want to wait, right? We want to see how much selling really occurred over the last 2 days, which is why in the next day and 13 hours on this current 2-day price bar, we want to see if the buyers are willing to continue to buy the selling. That is why the resistance area of 1650 is going to be so important going forward. Let's look at this on the 3-day chart. And again, this volume massively stands out. I mean, we haven't seen this much volume come in Avalanche since July of last year, 2022. You guys can see how much volume came through. And the market even fell following that much volume. So we may be hitting that same type of idea again. Let's look at this on the 5-day. So here is Avalanche here on the 5-day chart. And again, it's just going to be a battle. So I will say in order for us to see if the buyers were successful in keeping price elevated, we do not want to see the market fall below this level right here. Okay. So we can say, as long as Avalanche stays above $14.45, 50 cents, we're going to anticipate that the market's going to continue to trend higher. That the market at least is going to consolidate and trade this way. Those are the two best options that we can see occurring to the market in Avalanche right now, seeing that it's getting rejected at $16.50. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Since I don't cover the market in Avalanche every day, just be prepared for the price to go down, because I've already told you that sellers are in the market right now. They're trying to push down the price in Avalanche. And if that occurs, we have 1450 as our first grab point that we want to see the buyers come through, no lower than this trend line. Okay, so as of right now, yes, the market is weak. I do acknowledge that. You guys can even see on this current 3-hour price bar that there's still some selling here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the market in Avalanche go down. Not right now, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like if I had to play this on an intraday basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute basis, I'll be playing the weakness. Because the market here in Avalanche is definitely giving us some weakness here. So usually I wouldn't put on a buy prediction right now. But seeing how, like I said, I don't cover this market all the time, I do suspect in the long term, from when I usually do these videos, that the price is going to be trending higher than going down. So I would say as long as the market in Avalanche holds, let me do here, down here towards our ascending line, that we're going to play some strength here in the market. Okay. Now these two lines here on the chart represent where we want to see buyers. Okay. Now let's get to the price targets. The first one that we're going to anticipate the market in Avalanche running towards, it's going to be right there around $16.65. Gives around 6.66% profitability there. My second one is going to be up there around $17.50. Okay, $17.50 is my second price target. And then we're going to run it to like $18.40. That's the third, which is around 17.86% move total. All right. So let's hit this back on the daily chart. You guys can see what our expectations are. Just be prepared for some choppiness. Like just be prepared for the market to gyrate up and down. As long as it doesn't really crack below $14.50 on weakness, or even crack on weakness on this ascending line, then we understand that the market generally is going to continue to trend higher, especially looking at this from a longer perspective. Okay. So that is it. Give me your thoughts real quick. Hopefully I have given you all some understanding as to how to read price charts without the confusion, in a simplistic way that we can really see the market structure and how people really move in the cryptocurrency space without using technical indicators. We're only worried about what people do. And the only thing that they can do in the market is buy and sell. That's it. Okay, so give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different. If you guys want to join me, you guys want to know more about how to do this, I would suggest that you follow me. And you do that by liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing, and as well as tapping that bell.